How's it going, everybody? It's Devious Matter here, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Distant Horizons mod, which has been making its way around YouTube recently, and I wanted to kind of try it out for myself. This mod has been out for a while, but what we have right here in front of us is a regular 26 render distance Minecraft world. So this is I'm pretty sure this is 26 chunks, and it doesn't look that bad, right? You can zoom in, you can see all the way over there, you can see where the river ends right there, but you get a generalized idea of what surrounds you. Now, if we turn on Distant Horizons, your view expands a lot. See, we got the river that goes right there, but now we can see what goes all the way over there. We can see that there's a big forest, birch forest way over there. Now, the closer you zoom in, the more dumbed down it gets because these areas aren't actually rendered. But if I run over here, let's just do this. Let me fly up into the sky so you can get a true feeling of how much we can truly see right now. You can see that there's a birch forest and a spruce forest way over there, but you don't really understand like the scale of it. Like that birch forest right there, if I fly over there, you can kind of see like my rendered chunks loading in here around me. But I'm flying a decent amount right now. I'm flying a decent ways away. And just now did the birch forest kind of load in. So Distant Horizons, it expands what you can see in your world. And it does it by taking the chunks that you've explored and storing them or some other wizardry stuff, but it then loads it later. Distant Horizons it just looks amazing compared to like compared to having it off. It's a world of difference. But that was just a regular world. I mean, what happens if we try to load it into like say Hypixel, for example? Like you can see right now we don't have anything on, and if we were to go ahead and just toggle it on, you can then start to see things start to break. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the Skyblock garden over there. So if we go ahead and just go to Skyblock, yeah, there we go. You start getting a mix mash of other things combining because Hypixel is a Bungie server, so you jump around to different servers, so your surroundings are always going to change, and Distant Horizons wasn't really made for that. It was made for like a single player experience where everything around you is the same, and if something changes, you're right there while it changes. So it doesn't really work on Hypixel, so you're better off just turning off Distant Horizons with a simple toggle and going about your day. But if we load up the hardcore world, you can see everything we've built, and this is just with the regular 26 render distance. But if I were to turn on Distant Horizons, gotta give it a second to figure out what it wants to do. It's gotta load in all these chunks. And it does store the stuff you've explored. So I went around and explored a bunch of the stuff around me, and now you can really see just how much there is around us. Like, that would have been a cool little island to build on right there. You can see this little village over there. Now, you're not going to ever zoom in this far, so you're not going to see that distant, all that stuff. But you can just see the true scale of the world that we explored and everything. And if I back away, the kingdom stays there in a LOD form, which is something about just storing chunks. But it's still there. Just dumbed down a little bit so it doesn't take up your performance and everything. But this is just a fantastic way to view everything. You just don't get this out of any other Minecraft mod. I mean, and then again, for scale, if we were to turn off Distant Horizons, this is just what we would see. And this is 26 chunks. If most people play in like 12 chunks or something like that. So if we were to play 12 chunks, this is what you'd see. It's horrible. Now, if I turn on Distant Horizons with just 12 chunks, you get the same thing. It doesn't matter your regular render distance with Distant Horizons. It just, the more the better, because then things don't start fading out into that gray right there. But for this purpose, I'm going to change it back to 26. You can see the mod trying to figure out what the heck I just did, but yeah. This is the hardcore world, and Distant Horizons, once again, just makes it look absolutely unreal. What we could also do is we can just load up this world that I made in World Painter. World Painter maps are pretty darn big, and you can't really see much right now. Like, I could fly around to these mountain ranges and stuff in this half thrown together world, and this is all you get. But if we turn on Distant Horizons and give everything a little bit to load, then you can truly see like the scale of this map. Some visual bugs and stuff here and there, but then again, this mod is in early access or some type of beta. But then you could just fly all the way to the other side of this world, and you wouldn't be able to see any of this from like without this mod. And to give you like a true sense of scale, if I were to just go into creative mode right here and just drop down, Yes, this is like 500 something blocks tall. This map is huge. Like that mountain over there, it'll probably take a little bit to get there. I mean, this isn't it's not a small map. And the fact that you're able to see like that mountain way over there, that mountain, this forest, or like if we go back up top, you can see the mountain start going over the horizon where the sun's setting. Look, you can see that other mountaintop way over there. It's just the Distant Horizons mod is just it's different. It's a type of immersion that you just can't get without having it. Because again, this is all you would see without it. And this is at an absurd chunk render distance with shaders. You could also take Distant Horizons one step further and download like Terralith or something like that, which basically overhauls Minecraft's terrain generation. I'm not going to showcase that here because I broke stuff last time I did that, but overall, Distant Horizons is a really cool, really neat mod if you don't mind the occasional visual bug like those little chunks over there, because it adds a level of immersion that you just can't get with the regular render distance. And it's nice to see what's off in the distance, the distant horizon, if you will, when you're out exploring. Nonetheless, thank you so much for watching, and if you did end up liking this video and want to see more, then consider subscribing. It helps out the channel more than you know, and while you're at it, take a look at the Discord. You can find all these in the description down below, where you can chat with fellow subscribers. And if you really want to take it one step further and support what I do, then take a look at the channel memberships. Starts at 99 cents, and then who knows, maybe your 99 cents one day will have like help me quit my job. That way I can do this full time and make content. But as the night sets, without further blabbering, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in whatever future video. You take care.